So 2 days ago, I was feeling kind of depressed. And of course, not depression like real depression, but just sort of depressed. And I sent a joke to my friend, and I was just talking about like how I found the joke really funny. And my friend said the joke wasn't funny. So I was just like having to question myself. And I was like, I think it really feels some kind of depressed because if you've been there before, or you've observed, or you've been close to anybody who has been depressed before, you observe that they laugh too much, like even when something is not too funny, but they find it too funny. They find it excessively funny. I'm speaking from experience because that's how I used to be. I would always want to be on my phone watching stuff that would make me laugh out what I'm going through. But then what I'm going through never really gets to disappear. So I acknowledged the fact that I was feeling kind of depressed. And my friend asked if I was experiencing postpartum depression, but I said no, because I know it's not postpartum depression. There are times when I've been really happy, and in honesty, the happy moments have been more than the sad moments. So I knew, yeah, it's not postpartum depression. But then I realized that I think it has to do with me as a person. I'm somebody who I love to have like achieve something. It just makes me feel happy. It makes me feel I'm growing. So I always want to set a goal and then know that, okay, I've achieved this goal. Okay, what's the next thing? It's just one of the things that makes me feel I am still alive. And I was feeling kind of dead. And even worse, I had observed that I was watching too much stuff online. Like I was spending so much of my time watching different stuff online. Prior to that time, I'd actually been observing my behavior, because I'm the kind of person who likes to observe my behavior. I like to see anytime I do something. I observe people a lot. So I had to realize that, okay, let me start observing myself too. So I'd actually observed that, yes, just like I said earlier, I was spending too much time online watching things that didn't add anything to me. Probably they may have added something like knowledge based, but then I wasn't acting. So I had told my friend, yes, it's not postpartum depression, but it's just the feeling of wanting to work towards something. And I think I know where the problem is, and I'm going to work on that problem. And then I made a video yesterday, 1st of December, and I stated in my video that I had turned off my notifications from Twitter. I made a video about that. If you'd like to check, you can just check the video I made about turning off distractions. What nobody told me about, like reclaiming my focus. So just like I said, I turned off all my notifications the previous day. And yesterday, being 1st of December, I started my New Year's resolution. My resolution can start any time of the year. I can choose to start over any time of the year. I can even choose to start on a Friday. I can choose to start on a Monday. But I started yesterday, being 1st of December. So I said, okay, after turning off the distractions, what did my life feel like? I felt more at peace with myself. I just felt that, yeah, I had taken a step. I had like put in work. There was action. It wasn't so much about consuming information. And particularly, I was so happy to observe that, you see, WhatsApp wasn't calling me for attention. I had to go to WhatsApp when I wanted to go check on probably some messages I'd sent, check on my family and all. It wasn't WhatsApp that was calling me. Social media wasn't dragging me, like, you know what, the notifications are like boom, 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 and then you have to just go rush. And that sort of distraction that comes around it, I didn't feel it at all. I even started a challenge to squat. I squatted yesterday. Today I woke up, and then still, when you're trying to form a new habit, it's not so automatic. So today I still found myself trying to cling towards going to social media. I didn't even observe, because habits, the way habits form, you don't even know that you're doing it. So I, of course, found myself unconsciously going to YouTube. I watched one shot. I wanted to watch the next shot. Then I noticed on the third shot that, oh, I've started this again. So I stopped immediately and I picked up my book. I started reading with my baby, just reading out aloud, because I remember telling myself I want to start reading hard copy books, and over the weeks I wasn't reading hard copy. I was reading stuff, educational stuff online, of course, but I wasn't reading like my hard copy books, because of course, like I said, I used to love reading books like soft copy, but then I told myself, no, I have to start reading hard copy, because I want my child to observe me read. You know, children observe what we do, not always what we say. So I just wanted a situation where my child would watch me read, and in turn to be influenced to read as well. So I picked up a book today. I was able to read, and I was so happy deep in my mind that, yeah, I've been able to do something. So I felt really good, and that feeling of depression really escaped. And I remember yesterday I was just talking with my hubby, and I said something around, I could actually start making a YouTube video every day, because I'm very shy when it comes to this camera thing. I'm not comfortable with talking on camera at all. But then I was just telling him yesterday that I could actually start a challenge of talking on camera every day, like through December, like one video every day throughout December, like the 31 days of December, and then see how I get better. Because one thing I know is that habits are formed when you keep on doing it repeatedly over like a long period of time, and then before you know it, it sticks. I remember very well me of like few months ago, let's say last year, I remember how sitting before the camera really felt like, man, like it's really a big achievement. I know I'm not doing so well right now, but it's still a big thing for me, because coming from where I was, I'm much better. I remember how before I'll talk on the camera, most times I'll make about 20 videos or 20 something videos and then delete everything. But then today I'm much better, because I don't get to do so many videos. I don't sweat. Sometimes I even sweat too. I sweat before doing videos most of the time, because I'm feeling so nervous. But then it's getting better, and I want to do this every day throughout December before I can, of course, know how to strategize properly. But this is just me freestyling and saying I'm going to do this over and over every day till December is over, so that I can see how better I get with the camera. So this is me. This is my video 2 of December, trying to get better at this YouTube thing, because I know it's really where I should be. It's really where you should be. If you've been consuming content online and you know deep down that you can actually create something, you can actually join me in this challenge or on this challenge, right? I think I'm not so perfect with English, but I'm still learning. So you can join me on or in this challenge, and let's see how we can get our lives better. So feel free to join me on this challenge if you're a mother out there who is really trying to make something out of your life, and out of just being at home and nursing a baby. I know it's not so boring per se. I love being alone, so it's not like I don't enjoy being alone, but I enjoy working towards something. I enjoy putting in steps, no matter how little they are. And this is what this video is all about, my day 2, and how the little progress that I've made in just 2 days of turning off my notifications. I feel really much better. Like my mental health feels much better, and I'm proud of myself that I'm able to make this video. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you find somewhere in your mind to be able to, like, start something that can, move the needle, they call it, or something. But like, you can start making gradual steps gradually, so that you'll be able to just do something you thought you couldn't do, something that feels hard. Like me doing this video is something that felt really hard, but then here I am doing it. So sorry, my love. Sorry. So thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to watch more of my videos or keep up with this challenge of mine to see if I make it or not, of course, and you still learn a lot of things, because I love to read and share 1 or 2 things I've learned. And I think one major thing I learned today is that I should try to work on my first 5 seconds, because for everything you're doing. People easily get bored, especially in the world of today where attention is vital. Like, people have a very short attention span. So I got to learn from what I was reading today that the first 5 seconds matter. So I'll also be sharing everything that I'm learning from my daily reading as well. So make sure you subscribe if you like to keep up with that. And thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.